I noticed you arguing with Bill Cohen when I came down for me breakfast this morning, Vince.
The blighter was accusing me of taking that Vim multi-surface he had hidden at the back of the press.
Sure, a man of your standards wouldn't touch anyone's Vim.
Depends whose it was. No, drink from the same receptacle as him, you must be mad.
He went and bothered someone else in the end, did he?
After putting his middle finger in me face and saying he wouldn't piss on me if I was burning in the street.
The man gets meaner by the day.
Still, not sure if I would want anybody pissing on me, let alone Bill Co, if I was burning in the street. Throwing a bucket of water over me, or a wet blanket, perhaps. But taking out their John Thomas and relieving themselves just as I'm taking my last breath. Be a bit of a pathetic end to it all.
Hey, come to think of it, Vince, perhaps Bilko was subconsciously saluting you.
Go on, I am dying to fucking hear this.
In saying that he wouldn't do something as nasty as urinating on you if you were burning in the street.
So what you're saying is it's all a matter of interpretation. Fuck me, Krills, you're a mystery inside a riddle wrapped in an enigma. Anyway, where did you get off to last night?
I was kicking about the main street mostly. There's a teenage disco on of a Thursday and I was, I guess you'd call it, in speculative form.
Yes, those teenagers enjoy a drink before a disco. Helps get rid of the shyness.
And well, you know the alleyways around the main street, they're a mark with these drinking teens and you never know what they'll leave behind them.
Come by anything of note.
Flagon of cider, quarter full with puke.
May the good Lord strike me down to save me from what I am about to hear.
I don't understand.
Please tell me you didn't consume the contents of that flagon, Krills.
There's eating and drinking in something like that, Vince.
Geez, man. You've sunk to a new low.
Only kidding you. Sure, why would I be eating someone's puke when there's the bins outside the dog food factory just down the main street? Them bins do be overflowing of a night.
Dog food factory, did you say?
Yep.
On the main street?
That's right. I realize people say you shouldn't eat dog food, but if it's good enough for lovely little puppies it'll hardly do me any harm.
Have to say I'm at a loss, Krills. You see, I can't recall a dog food factory on Main Street.
It's just down from Russell's. Surely you've passed it before. Strongest smell of dog food from the place you've ever come across. What's the name of it again? Sounds kind of mystical.
You're not talking about Abracadabra, surely?
That's the one.
That's not a dog food factory, you putes. That's a fast food restaurant.
Why does the place smell of dog food then?
Yes, it's puzzling, all right. So you never moved from Main Street?
Janie, I did, Vince. Sergeant Mickett again pulled up in his patrol car at one point and told me to stay out of public view and keep me ass as far from that river as possible.
So where did you end up?
You know that council estate off the avenue?
I do.
I went for a stroll down there to see if anything was afoot.
Afoot?
Some of those streets are that swamped in discarded beer tins you can barely see the dog shit.
I'm with you now.
It was hard work, mind. I must have swallowed half a dozen fag butts and a couple of chewed bubble gums in the course of getting tipsy. Not to mention the amount of times I stood on dog shit.
Must admire your lateral thinking same time. Do they still have the paramilitary graffiti on the walls down there?
What graffiti is that, Vince?
I was passing through a while back and someone had daubed something about supporting a dirty protest in Portlaoise prison.
Good on them, I say.
I beg your pardon.
It's nice that people are still supporting things in this day and age, don't you think? Guess it shows that people still care.
But how do you go about supporting a dirty protest, Krills? Do you smear shit all over the walls of your kitchen or what?
New one on me, Vince.
Anyway, I was thinking of getting you to zip round to Maureen's and scab a few shillings, the season that's in it.
Why don't you go round to Agnes's to scab a few shillings?
Already have done, my sweet. Been there several times, in fact. To the point that she's now disconnected the bell and removed the knocker.
So much for in sickness and in health, Vince.
Tell me about it. Yes, some feckers only want to know you on the way up,